Welcome back to another Diabolic Tadpole production. I thought it was Five's biggest secret. So this video is going to show you a lot of pictures of my last stream, which was just from last night. I finally got my Elgato up and running, and I was able to do my first stream on YouTube last night. Check it out on my channel, Diabolic Tadpole on YouTube. Anyway, if you pay attention to the details of this video, you'll start to see the art that I'm talking about that's hidden everywhere in the game. This is the stuff that Rockstar was trying to tell us about, trying to show us. That it's right in front of our face at all times. I came across this back in January of 2016, and my hunt has yet to run dry. I keep finding more and more things each and every place that I go. I had to learn a couple of things. They wanted us to view the world from bird eye. They wanted us to view it from a distance. And they also wanted us to know how the sun and stuff works. I went underwater and learned how the sun works. Spent a couple weeks underneath there. And started paying attention to the sun rays and where they were shining and how they were affecting the underwater world. And I was able to bring that above the water and do that across the land. And like I said, my hunt is yet to run dry. I keep finding more new locations. And people keep trying to say that I'm crazy. But if you guys pay attention to this video, there's a lot of details that I'm showing you. I'm trying to get to the point where I can show you guys like the best detail, but I think I still need a computer to be able to outline these things. But if you got a good enough eye, and squinting helps. Something about a lazy eye or like a dull eye, like it's got to be like a tired, almost like an inebriated eye. Try squinting and stepping away from your computer screen if it's a pretty big one. You need to be able to let it shrink and show you the details that are in this video. Like I said, if you guys pay attention, start to segregate and rearrange each and every detail of these rocks that I'm showing you. You'll start to see what I'm talking about. There's faces and like just a whole bunch of different things. Numbers in the shadows, bottles, alien faces, other faces, random faces. It's weird how it works, but it's freaking awesome how it works. It's very small to very large. It takes up little grains of dirt to full-size mountains. And as long as you know what you're doing, you can figure this stuff out more and more everywhere you go. That's why it's literally in front of your face everywhere you go. I will have my online character load up at a random location every time I load in. And so I start picking apart that location as soon as I get in there. I hope this video really helps you guys out. Because like I said, I've been asking for help, and I'm the only one who sees it as deep as this goes. Rockstar hid some pretty amazing stuff in here if you know how to find it. One thing that I'm like really adamant on is there's this one day that pops this out like no other. And this day kind of goes through like all the different weather types. It's got a pretty amazing sunset at the end too. It's pretty sweet. I got a couple of different philosophies on what we're supposed to do at the 3 a.m. mark. And I think that has to do with something with the lighthouse. Whether we sit on top of it when it gets lightninged or when it gets hit by lightning or something. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm testing a whole bunch of theories that the land is showing me. The land is showing me a lot. From scenes of like destruction. It looks like the city's on fire sometimes. Like a volcano's erupting. Like an alien ship attack. There's a bunch of alien ships sitting above the city and it looks like the city's on fire. It's pretty cool stuff. I wish you guys would come help me out and check this stuff out because like this is some pretty in-depth stuff. Most of the rocks that I'm showing you in this video are the rocks right next to the lighthouse. But then there's also this spot that I take you a little bit north on the coastline. Just a little bit above the lighthouse. So, a couple of cool locations. In these videos, pay attention to the shadowing and, like I said, the different details of the rock. Like if it changes to a different shade of color, then usually it's starting to cut off and draw something else, or it's just shadowing the actual picture that is there. I have the hardest time talking for 7 minutes straight. I know I shouldn't be making YouTube videos. The only reason why I started making YouTube videos is because people were not listening to me. I was hitting up all the big hunters and nobody was listening. But my hunt has become more great than you guys can ever know. I wish you guys could see it like I see it, review it like I see it. I've seen it so much that I don't even need it to be the right weather anymore, the right day. I just see it. It's hard to see, like, completely clear, but I see it. That day is what I'm waiting for. On that day, I feel like something's open, almost like the world's in a vortex and something's being sucked through like a little tiny hole. Like if you were in a cabin of a plane and it got depressurized by a hole in the cabin and it started sucking everything out. That's what it kind of feels like on that day. It's a totally different vibe. Look at that platform and the shadowing right there. I don't know if you guys caught that, but now I'm playing with this zoom in, zoom out feature of this KineMaster, and hopefully this might help you guys out with how it looks and how you view it. I've been having a lot of trouble putting my videos out and getting the best quality content that I can. I'm going to leave a link for the description in the video that I pulled these from so you can actually see the clear video. Like I said, when I pull the pictures from this video and then I make it through the KineMaster and then I transfer it back to YouTube, it loses quality of some sort. So I got to really play around with it and test and figure out where everything needs to be so I could show you guys this properly. Anyway, join the hunt. This is the real hunt. This is the real stuff that we need to be looking for. And it's showing you stuff.